In an epic text, we're going to see a lot of journeys, a lot of quests. There's always a lot of traveling. Uh, there's always a lot of quests and sort of goals, challenges, conflicts, and rewards, right? So that's pretty standard. I'm sure you're have seen that before and are well aware of that while you're reading it. Music plays a huge role in this text, more so than most other ancient epics. So it's really part of the culture. It's um, together a lot with Sumawara, or connected to Sumawara a lot, but we see other aspects of it. But uh, there's a lot of people that are playing instruments. The griot, the bard, the oral poet himself, is a musician um, who is performing it. Oftentimes they're performing it with traditional instruments, so there's a band there. So we want to keep this idea of music in mind, and also music as it connects to the next topic, which is memory, right? So epics, ancient epics, poetic epics, uh, and oral epics are about memory, really, when it gets down to it. So can we remember, right? And can we remember beyond the idea of death, okay, which is the other sort of great existentialist concern that ancient epics deal with. So music, memory, and death, right, are all sort of go together here as how do we remember, right? And how do we remember, um, how do we immortalize and memorialize ourselves beyond death, right? Because death is final, right? Everyone dies, right? And at some point, everyone dies. There's going to be a forgetting that goes on, right? And so, memory, right? Trying to remember things outside of textual memory and history books is, a real important thing within human society. And it's something that only until very recently, maybe the last 400 or 500 years, have we sort of stopped practicing in our modern society, I would say. Last thing to look at: religion, monotheism versus folk religion. So again, most of us are coming from a monotheistic tradition. So when we're reading other texts that are dealing with other religions or other religion practices, sometimes it's not the easiest thing for us to accept these practices or look at them as sort of equal type mechanisms. But you want to try to, keep your monotheism in check and try to be open to these other religions.